The best way to save money during window replacement is to do it right from the start. Everybody wants the lowest, least expensive bid they can get. I get it. I'm a consumer too. Don't want to spend any more money than I have to. But at the same breath that I say that, I'm not afraid to spend more to do something right. I've had in my own lifetime where people come and say, well, we could do this and we could cheapen this and we could change this and we could do this and it'll save you, X, Y, Z. And I'm all for savings, but at the same breath, I'll be like, well, do I compromise something there? Well, yeah, you won't be able to do this, but it's and I'm like, well, wait, the whole reason I'm doing this, like, just to give you an example, non-opening windows usually are less expensive than opening windows. There's less moving parts and pieces, there's less frame, there's less hardware, so usually a non-opening window costs less than an opening window. But if you put a non-opening window in where an opening window existed, and now you can't ever open the window. So, if you burn something or have an odor that you want to let out or something like that, and now you're like, I saved $100 or $200 or whatever to make that window non-opening, and I'd spend $500 right now to be able to open it. So it's one of those things where be careful. When our representatives come into the home, they make recommendations not to save money, not to cost more money, but what the best way to do something is. Like the window above a kitchen sink. In most homes, it's a double hung style window. That's the type that goes up and down. Most wives or women have an issue with reaching over the sink and getting the leverage to raise up the window because they're not tall enough a lot of times. A casement window, which is the type that cranks out, costs a little more than a double hung window, which is the type that slides up and down. But if you had a casement window above the kitchen sink, you can unlock it. You don't have to be real tall to reach over to lock it, and to crank it, there is no leverage of this. It's crank it open and crank it closed. So there's a case where you spend a little bit more money, but you can actually use the product. And so, that's just one example of the types of recommendations our representatives make in the home. And then sometimes they're like, hey, if you take these two windows, you can make them one, and that would save you some money. We're not just focusing on dollars when we come out to talk to you. We try to make recommendations of this is what we've found over time is the best and what most people are satisfied or happy with. In some cases, it saves you money. In some cases, it costs you more, but it's what we found to be the most effective.